9. Alright, so hello and everyone, and welcome to Shooting Shit episode 78. Well, it says it's 78, so I'm just going with that. It's probably right, as I set up earlier. So we have the lovely co-host again, like usual, and the King E of the Aerith Radio thing.
Hey.
But he's not been on for a while. Because the internet is shit or something. Can it record? Right. The record should be on now. It stopped recording for some reason. Anyway, it's working now. Yay. So, did any of you watch E3 of the disappointment? No.
Mm-hmm. And as you were talking about stuff beforehand. Yeah, there is a Wendy. So,
yeah. Is it the tank class?
Yep, shock troopers, but she doesn't have the highest HP for the shock troopers, I don't think. So,
yeah, look, that's the one he had. It wasn't because the high. I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry. I know what you mean, man. There's I personally prefer using Vise, but yeah.
And so, none of you's watched E3. Well, that's bloody useless, isn't it?
I'm sorry. I was busy all day today, pretty much.
But you had, like, the whole week.
I got no excuse for the whole week. You didn't tell me to watch anything, and then I didn't know about it, and I just, except for today, and I was just busy today.
Well, I have heard a fair bit about what's been happening at E3, but I don't really follow it too much. I don't really care too much about it.
Well, you're there, but I mean, you're gamers. You're meant to be watching this stuff.
Well, it's just basically a giant marketing show, if anything. So,
yeah.
Well, to know what's coming out and what games are coming out, so we can talk about them on the show. That's the point.
Well, of course, I've seen a fair few of the things. For instance, there's the new Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah, like I heard about that. People were still, or should I say, not people, feminists were still upset that they didn't get Link turned into a woman.
And didn't one of the people, didn't Nintendo Treehouse Google shirtless Link?
Don't know.
Oh, no, I don't know that.
Well, basically somebody on Kotaku in Action posted the link to the Nintendo Treehouse video, and apparently they were actually oogling shirtless Link.
Ooh.
So just imagine if that was a female Link.
She was shirtless? Equality. Yep. That would be equality.
Yeah. But of course, you know they'd throw a giant shit show, so...
Of course.
It's equality as long as we get the most out of it.
I don't understand why they would want a female Link anyways. That's retarded. Why don't they just ask a game with, like, where you're playing Zelda / like Sheik for the game? Like, have her own game. Like, there's already an established, very much loved female character in the game series. Have her do a thing, you know? Why not do that? Why are you trying to, like, gender change, and why not work with what you already have?
Your character. That's why. You need to steal already proven characters.
Want to know what I find actually funny about that? Yeah. I've seen somebody trying to argue that, that really doesn't matter because there's a bunny Link, there's a wolf Link, there's another form of Link, and there's like, yeah, but... And every single one of them is from a different set of the fucking timeline. But throughout every single Zelda timeline, there has been one thing that's always stayed the same, except for one game, and that's Link as a guy. And that one game was, if I'm correct, the actual female Link was panned because it was a fashion game by feminists.
What needs to happen, right?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, but basically there was one of the newish ones for the 3DS was based around fashion, and it had a female Link, and they lost their shit like they do.
if they want to do it right, if they want to do that right, the best argument I've heard is that it's a blank slate. Link's not really got a name. No one calls him by his name most of the time because you can put in your own name.
Shigeru Miyamoto actually said the reason they gave Link his name Link is because he is a link from the player to the game world.
Right, but at any rate, if you're a female, maybe you want a female character, right? So what you could do, because it's a blank slate and it doesn't say he or she throughout the whole thing when you're talking to the Link player, right? It doesn't have any of that. It just goes. It doesn't say he or she on it at all, right? So
He just has slightly male grunts. But other than that, he's a silent protagonist.
Yes, so that's the argument. A silent protagonist all the time. Why can't it be a female? And I'm just thinking because it was always male, right?
Or at least he
but
didn't have tits.
Exactly. So,
He could always be a washing board.
Yeah, but I doubt it. Because you know what the Japanese are like with tits.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
No, what I would do, what I would be fine with is not gender swapping them, but putting an option there, male or female, in your character, and making another character up that you can play through the game with.
Oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks of Professor Oak asking if you're a boy or a girl now.
Yeah.
You know, I would be okay. I would be more okay with that. I'd be like, okay, because I probably wouldn't play as the female still, but if other people want to play as it, like, that'd be fine. I'd be okay with the option, because the option doesn't affect me.
And all they really have to do, other than the obvious shirtless thing, would just be changing the grunts, and that's it.
Yeah, just the female grunts, and maybe put a bra on the shirtless thing.
Yeah, that's all you really have to do, like a sports bra.
No.
Because that's literally dirt cheap, compared to having to create a new character, get new voice lines for it and stuff. So...
voice lines, really. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, compared to actually creating a brand new character, you've already basically got the base. You're just having to add a slightly new texture to the chest, and that's it.
Yeah, but you would call it something else, like Inkle or whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, it was Linkle.
Yeah.
That is like a retarded name. I can't even.
That was the name they gave to the female Link. It was Linkle.
That is just the most retarded name creation ever.
Yes. Narwhal, there's something wrong with your audio. It's terrible. It keeps breaking up.
I'm sorry. I can try to go out and come back in again. Can we try that?
Yeah, try turning it off and on again. That normally works.
It sounds like a bandwidth issue though.
I'll try doing that.
Is anyone downloading games or anything at your end or?
Nope, not here.
No, on her end, I mean.
Oh.
Is she gone?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, is my audio better now?
Yep, sounds better to me.
That's a lot better.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What it was. How's the cat?
Oh, she's fine. I took her to the vet today, so she had to get a shot, and they took her blood. The only thing that she had was roundworms, which was expected. She was outside. I just found her outside. So I got the medication for that. And so I gave her some of that today, and then I got to give her more of it in 10 days, and then do a follow-up in a month to make sure she doesn't have it anymore or something. So she's doing fine. They when they took her blood, they put a bandage around her leg, and it was funny watching her walk and wobble around with it on. So that was pretty funny. But she did she did really well. She was well behaved little kitten.
Really? Well,
yes.
Mine was like that, right? For a bit, and until she went in for our get done. She can't have kitties
Yeah.
In there when she was 6 months, and the vet phoned me up. They phone you up and tell you how they're getting on and all that, right? And she was going nuts at the people that were trying to feed her food and stuff. And I was like, it goes, is she really violent and stuff? She's like quite a thing. I was like, no, she's lovely. She's like, fine. And they're like, well, she's like, when we go into feed her, she's scratching us and going nuts. And stuff.
Hey
But
guys.
when I turned up, she was fine. I just I put my hand in and she just went, came up to me and got petting straight away, and they were like, whoa. And I was like, I told you she's fine. There's nothing wrong with her. And they were like, really? And they showed me all the scratches on her hands. I was like, holy crap. She was kitty.
I told my boyfriend that when we get her like spayed, that he's gonna have to be the one to take her in, because if I don't want her to relate that with me, and if she's like mad at him, I don't care.
She won't. She'll just be happy to see you again.
Hey guys, I think I actually know one of the best ways to actually add diversity for LGBT in games. If your game has like different potentials, to simply have it fancies men and fancies women.
Yeah, well, like Mass Effect.
Yeah. Because in Valkyria Chronicles, the guy I was talking about when we just before we went on there, Ted, he has 4 potentials, like every other character mostly, and two of them is fancies men and fancies women.
Yep.
It's that easy.
Pretty much. It's easy to do, and look, that's a Japanese game.
Yeah, Sega too. So.
What else? I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah. So there was Mass Effect as well, Andromeda. So basically, yeah, no. How about no? You killed the last game, you fucking pieces of shit. Great ending, not. You killed the whole.
Quite a lot of people hate the ending of 3 anyway.
It was awful. They wiped out. They basically fucked. The whole point in Mass Effect was gone by the end of that game. There was no point to any of it. They completely fucked it, right? So, yeah, I don't know why they're bringing out a new one, and they're moving it to a new galaxy. Which, yay, so you fucked the first galaxy, and now you're moving on to the next one to fuck that as well. Yeah, how about you just keep the game and stuff up your arse? Plus, not only that, the women that I don't know if you've seen the video, but there's a video of the Grand Theft Auto hackers hacking Grand Theft Auto and raping people. Do you remember that video?
I do remember that. That's hilarious.
Okay, right. The woman that was one of the women that were complaining about it has been hired by BioWare to be a writer. So yeah, Mass Effect's going to be brilliant.
Oh yeah, that.
Fuck's sake. It's like, I'm glad the guys that actually built BioWare fucked off about 4 years ago now. Yeah. Because that's when BioWare died. Basically, when they guys left. Actually, it died before that. It died when EA first sort of bought them out. And then it was okay for a wee while, and then it went really shit, and then it's like really shit, and then the 2 guys that actually built it both left and got loads of money from EA probably, I don't know, and they fucked off, so they don't so basically BioWare's no longer BioWare now. It's like the guys that founded the company have fucked off, so yeah.
Wouldn't you still be a little bit sad that a company you founded is just gone to shit?
I think that's why they sold it. It was already going downhill.
Oh, so they jumped off the sinking ship.
I think so. I
That's funny.
definitely think so, because Dragon Age came out. That was brilliant. That was their last fucking brilliant game. And then Mass Effect 2 was pretty good. Then 3 came out and it was pretty good up to the end, and it just fucked it. Dragon Age 2 sucked, and that was just after that came out, and everyone was, all the people that actually played it and all the people that were doing the magazine reviews and shit, because they all loved it because there's something wrong with them. But soon after that, about a year after that or so, the guys that actually founded BioWare left. So they left because they knew, like, that's my idea anyway, that's what I think. Because I was like, oh fuck's sake, BioWare, you're going to have to do better than this fucking sucks. And then, like, I remember reading that the two left, and I was like, yup, I would have done that too.
They basically jumped the sinking ship.
Yeah, look, ask anyone, as soon as EA buy out, or mostly buy out a company that used to make good games, the games progressively get shitter and shitter, and then EA just shoot them and get rid of the whole teams, and then
Leapfrog.
there's Bullfrog, Maxis,
Yeah, that was it.
Westwood Studios. They do it all the fucking time. And BioWare's just a name now, because they've got different studios that are called BioWare now. Like, basically, you just bought the name and started naming studios BioWare West or whatever it is. You know what they do? They just name it whatever.
Yeah.
Like BioWare Montreal or whatever pish. Random nonsense. It's not called that, that's Ubisoft Montreal, but you get my point.
Yeah. Friendly reminder, Ubisoft actually used to make good games.
They still do. Like, but, like, since they've hit on that, like, Assassin's Creed formula, with the towers and stuff, they've just kept that. That's every single game. Far Cry is the same. Like, go up tower, press button, circle opens up more of the map. Go down.
My mom played Assassin's Creed for like a while. Like, she played like a few of them, but then she said that they got boring.
Yep, because they're just the same, copy pasted basically. That's it. That's the problem. Assassin's Creed was good. The second one, I think, was the second one was really good. The third one, not so much. The fourth one was good, but that's only because it had boats in it.
Oh yeah, I watched somebody play. One of my boyfriend's friends was playing like that, and I was like, oh, because like I remember my mom saying it was boring. I was like, I wonder if my mom played this boat one now, because that doesn't look boring to me.
No, well, it was just you had boats, so it made it not boring, because you were a pirate and you went about, and like when you were in the boat it was fine, but as soon as you got back on the land and stuff, it was the same Assassin's Creed. But I mean,
I only watched them play like the boat parts, and there was like they had little water tornadoes happening and stuff, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna have to go be right back very quickly, because my mouse has decided to go fuck up, which happens sometimes. It moves, it just doesn't properly click on anything except Google Chrome. Thanks, Google Chrome. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Weird.
And I have to fucking use the command prompt. Tits.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You can use the keyboard. Anyway, yeah, no, the fourth one was it was quite good, because you go to different islands and shit, and you do your Assassin's Creed type stuff in the islands, and then you jump on the boat. But the best bit was the boats. It was quite well done.
Yeah, it looked good to me.
Yeah, it's good. So it would be Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 4 would be the ones that I would play if I wanted to go and play Assassin's Creed games, because both of them were the best of the bunch. What was the other one? Syndicate wasn't that great. And I've completed them all up to Syndicate. Is it Syndicate? I don't know. Not the latest one, the one before that.
I'm not sure. I don't know what the latest one is right now.
Well, the latest one's the one I didn't buy.
They're coming out with too many of them. I lose track when they come out with too many games of the same thing.
The latest one, whatever the latest one is, that's the one I didn't buy. Yeah. Can't see. No, I hated Dragon Age 2. I'm talking to chat. Yeah, everyone, we do have a chat on the radio website. There's chat, so.
I didn't know that. Who's chatting in there?
Just one person. He comes on, he makes sure I'm going live and everything. He says, "Yep, can hear you," and all that's great. So.
That's nice. That's good.
But a lot more people need to get in the chat. I don't know if people know it's there, but it's fucking there. So use it, you pricks. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. So as he said, do you like Dragon Age 2?
I didn't play any of the Dragon Ages either.
No.
My mom played.
One.
My mom played the first Dragon Age. I remember seeing her play that.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's the best.
But when these games were coming out, I was a mom with a baby, and so I didn't get any of those kind of games or get into any of them at that time.
You should
so
have. But you can put the baby in one of the front baby holder things and play games. Like, what's wrong?
I just found some games really difficult to play, and so I just played very easy games. I played a little bit during this time. I played Spore. That was fun.
Horrible.
No, Spore was fun, except for when you get to the end. The funnest part is when you're running around as a little creature and it doesn't last long enough. And making the creatures is fun. But then you get to the space age where you're flying around in your spacecraft and it's it gets boring. I've never beat the game because it gets really boring during that time. I was like, they need more of me running around as a creature, or my ability during the space part. If I had the ability to be my little creature again, but my more advanced creature and shoot shit out.
Down. Yeah, you can beam down and start shit like Captain Cock. Just
yes.
Shag all the birds and shoot at shit.
Yeah, and maybe start little wars and stuff with your enemies, but be able to beam down into situations would make that game so much better.
Yeah.
So, the first part of it's fun. It's not fun aspects of it, but then I think they just failed a little when it came to the space part.
Yep, they definitely did. But yeah, that's what that game needs. It needs the space bit. Needs some type of things that you can beam down with laser guns or stun guns or whatever.
Yeah, and you could if they made it and you could design your own little gun too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, start a war, and basically shag all your enemies' checks, and then you just outbreed them, and then you're like, haha, fuckers, it's my planet now, and you move on to the next planet. Yeah.
That would be fun. I would be all for that. I would love to see that. If they came out with that again, Spore 2.0, and they did that, I would be all into that. I would buy it. I would play the crap out of it.
Problem is, it's EA, so it's never going to happen.
It seems like EA comes out with some really great ideas, but then they just fall short just a little bit.
No, but again, that's Maxis that done that, right? This is what EA do. They buy these companies that come up with great ideas and usually make great games, But when EA is the publisher, they're like, hurry up and get the game out. Hurry up and get the game out. So they launch the game without it being properly finished, and it tanks or sells a wee bit quite well, and it sort of tanks a wee bit later on, and once people get in it, they're like, no, it's actually shit. And then EA, after a while, just closed down that studio. And it's like, look, if you didn't rush the game, it would have been good, you fucking heathens. Like, it doesn't make sense, but that's what EA do all the fucking time. All the time.
Because they do have good ideas. Something else like they do now that I don't like, because I like to play Sims. Like every now and then, I'll go like a year without playing Sims, and then I'll play Sims like straight for like a month. I'll be filled with it. But like something that they do, and I've noticed this over time, I barely now in the newest Sims games, which is one that I own, the newest one, it like you get barely anything in it now. You just get a few little scraps, and then they want you to like buy everything. It's like, no. Now I'm like, if they gave me more and then wanted me to buy a little bit more, I'd be cool with that, and I would buy their stuff. Now I just go where people can create free stuff on like little websites. You can download their little items and everything for like free. I just go do that so that I can get new outfits and new things to decorate my house that way.
Yeah, but that's what they do, because they knew people would pay for that shit. So they cut the game down to the bare minimum, and then go.
That didn't work for me. That made me mad, and now I just get the stuff for free. Before I would go and buy their extra stuff on their online store. Now I'm like, no, screw you. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, and they're EA a piece of shit. Like,
I like your stupid game here, but you need to knock it off.
Yeah, but they do it with everything. And I don't know what's going to happen to the Sims and Sim City and all that, because Max is gone, because they shut Maxis down, which are the guys that made that stuff. So, like, they'll obviously still own the name, but like the company that actually made the ones that were good are gone. So, like, yeah, god damn it, EA, why do you suck?
I guess it's okay. I'll always go back to my older Sims games and stuff, and I'll be able to still play those and download the free stuff that people make. So
yeah, well, that's the great thing with computers like PCs, because you can't do that. Well, you could do that with a console, but not so much. Like, you would have to keep your old hardware to play it. As most of the time, a PC, you can get an emulator or some shit that will go even into the old. You can emulate DOS and stuff, and then we've got good old games who update the games so that you don't even need that, and it'll run natively on the latest Windows.
Yeah.
Like, so you just buy the old games, and they still work.
Mhm.
Which
I still have a lot of my old Sims games, and then my mom's had some of them in Texas, so I can always go back and play.
They'll always work though. They ones, because they were kind of Windowsy, most of them should work. Whereas, the older DOS games don't, without other stuff. Which is Steam. Don't do what you do, you lazy bastards. Steam, like if you buy an old game on Steam that runs in DOS, basically what they do is they run DOSBox, which like is an emulation, and then they launch the game through that, right? But games, good old games, is for another place. It's kind of like Steam, but no DRM. They actually make sure the game runs natively on the latest operating system, so they actually put work into getting the game to work. Like, instead of emulating stuff, they make sure it works. And Steam don't do that. Fucking Valve, you lazy pieces of shit. Lazy bastards. And they get like 10 times as much money as what good old games will get. Because, like, if you don't have your shit on Steam, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I still haven't bought any games off of Steam. I just have my little Steam account sitting there. I'm poor right now, though. I just had to pay like a lot of money for this vet bill.
Yeah, vet bill.
Vet bill.
At least the cat's fine.
Yes, I'm happy that it didn't have anything else wrong with it, and it was very simple, like little roundworms or whatever, which I suspected anyways, because it was like outside. I was like, it's got to have something, you know?
Yeah, well, even sometimes they're even born with fleas. Like,
yeah, she didn't have any. I didn't see any. I told the vet, I was like, man, I don't know because I didn't see any. But then they checked her over. She didn't have fleas, but they gave me a free sample of the flea prevention thing, which was nice.
yeah, that's cool. So I don't know what else was at E3. There was an Xbox Slim, or there was a new Xbox. Oh yeah, there was the thing about the new Xbox that they're bringing out. It's going to be more powerful.
Scorpio.
Which is it's funny because I knew this was going to happen, but you know what's even
Friendly reminder that the main leader, the main player from Just Cause 2 is nicknamed Scorpio as well.
Yeah, but the funny thing is though that even with this update, it's still not going to do what they want it to do. Like,
Probably.
there's no way. No, there's no way, right? Because even the most powerful at the moment, not quite, but even a £500 GPU cannot do VR totally properly yet, right? So that's the reason they're doing this, and for them to do that, they would need, the console would have to cost like, I don't know, £700 or something, at least.
I would not pay that.
Well, yeah, I know. They won't launch it at that. They'll launch it. Their budget will be like 500. They'll have to launch it at $500, and there's no way you could sell that at that price. Like, you can't. Even if they were getting stuff at cost, they would have to sell it at quite a big loss, which it isn't.
What will probably happen is that it won't work properly. It'll probably have some glitches, and people get paid.
It will, but it just won't run right. Like, it can do it, but it won't do it at like 4K, which is what the Oculus guys say that you need to stop motion sickness and all that stuff. You need it at 100 Hz, 120 Hz, and you need quite a high resolution.
Friendly reminder, Oculus was caught out trying to buy exclusives from Protein, aka Serious Sam, and Talos Principle.
Oh yeah, I'll go into that in a minute, but it's not just that, it's like the hardware that they say that's going to stop you, that makes VR like actual decent, because if it's below this, if it's 1080 and it's running at 60 FPS, like at 60 Hz, it's not very good. Like, you can see the pixels and stuff. So for it to be a decent experience, you need it to be higher than 1080p, and you need it to run at 120 Hz, which is 120 frames per second. Right? There's no way. There's no way a console would be able to do that. Like, even the latest and greatest PC hardware can hardly get that, and that's expensive. So I can't see them being able to box this into a console and selling it. Like,
then again, you've got to remember the PS3 was so overpriced because it had the very best at the time. So they could be trying to do the same thing, and it could cost another arm and a leg. So
I see. There's a reason Sony done that. A big reason. The reason it cost so much as well is because it was a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, and that as well.
And also, Sony owned Blu-ray, right? So Sony knew if they won the war between HD DVD and Blu-ray, they even though they were losing out quite a wee bit on the consoles, if they could get Blu-rays out there.
Well, at the same time, though, people actually went out and bought the PS3 because it had Blu-ray player in it, and it was cheaper than the cost of Blu-ray players. So
exactly, but this is why Sony done it though, because they own Blu-ray. So,
but at the same time, though, they also had some of the highest quality hardware as well in the system, and also at the same time, another reason that the cost was so high was because in the original PS3s, they still had the Emotion engine, aka the PS2's CPU.
Yeah, they still had they basically had a PS2 inbuilt in it as well. There's a lot of reasons that was expensive, but like Sony could sell it at a loss. They were actually selling it at quite a loss.
Yeah.
Until
I think it was 2008 or 2007.
Yeah, I can't remember, but at any rate,
Either 2008 or 2007, or it was for 7 years, but I don't think it was for 7 years.
Microsoft can't do what Sony done though, because it doesn't make financial sense. Whereas with Sony, it did, because it was like, if we beat HD DVD, everyone that makes Blu-rays ever will have to pay us royalties.
Yeah, but I'm still saying they still had quite a lot of high-end gear in the PS3 when it was released, never mind just the Blu-ray player and the Emotion engine. So that was also what pushing up the cost.
Yeah, it was.
Nowhere near as much as the Blu-ray player, but it was still pushing up the cost quite a lot.
It was still like pretty worth it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From Sony's perspective, it was worth it. Whereas.
And it was still worth buying it for the people.
And health, one of the main reasons it was considered to be an underperforming CPU until late in its life was because of the architecture.
Yeah,
but the CPU was more powerful than the one in the Xbox 360.
Yep. Alright, okay, so I'm going to say goodbye to YouTubes because, yes.
Yes, it is that time.
So. Buys the YouTubes, and remember there's a chat in the website as well, so you can go to the chat on the website and press play button on the website as well, and then you'll be able to hear us and chat to us at the same time. See, that's how it works. Yes. Oh, she's gone. Something's happened.